The 2016 ToyotaCare 250 was the 8th race of the 2016 Xfinity Series season. Held on April 23, 2016 at Richmond International Raceway, saw 40 cars attempt to go for the win. Today, as a major Cup driver was competing, Dale Earnhardt Jr. was competing alongside his veteran teammates of Justin Allgaier and Elliott Sadler, which he owns since it's Junior Motorsports, as well as younger drivers like Ty Dillon, Eric Jones, Brendan Poole, Bubba Wallace, Ryan Reed, Daniel Suarez, Cole Custer, who was actually making his Xfinity Series debut for Junior Motorsports, Blake Cook, and Brendan Gaughan. Okay, I know Gaughan is older, but he's an Xfinity Series regular, so get off me. Other Cup drivers include the Silver Spoon, Austin Dillon, and Brad Keselowski. Kyle Busch was not in this race. Instead, it was Matt Tifft in the 18, and a very young one at that. Also, Ryan Preece was in this race in the 01 car, and Ross Chastain was in the 4. Okay, good. You got it? Let's go. So, the green flag would come out for Heat 1. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot. This was the time period where the Xfinity Series Dash for Cash races ran under heat races that would determine the 4 that would run for the money. The top 2 Xfinity regular finishing results from each heat race would determine who would run for the big bucks. Now, there had been some weather in the area, but ultimately weather would not be a factor today. Matt Tifft would start on pole and leads the field to take the green. Eric Jones immediately takes the lead after the start, and on lap 5, Brendan Poole is able to get to the second and last car that could transfer into the Dash for Cash, with Sadler and chasing. While on commercial break, Dale Jr. tries to make a run at Tifft, but doesn't get around him. On lap 28, Jr. tries again on Tifft, and this time is able to accomplish the pass one lap later. Jones will ultimately win Heat 1 and will start on pole. Junior will start third, and with the last transfer spot into the Dash for Cash with a 4th place finish, Brendan Poole will start 7th. Austin Dillon would start on pole for Heat 2, with Suarez on his outside, Allgaier in 3rd, as they lead the field to the green flag for Heat 2. Ty Dillon gets an incredible start and jumps his way all the way from 5th to the lead, as Allgaier almost loses it off turn 4. So does Justin Marks off turn 2. Ross Chastain actually gets into the top 5 on lap 5 as he battles with Ryan Reed and Brad Keselowski, who's behind him. Keselowski, Reed, and Chastain continue their battle for 5th as Keselowski gets around Reed for 6th. Suarez actually lost his Dash for Cash spot in the initial start as he got jumped by Ty Dillon. Justin Allgaier and Suarez tried to track down Ty Dillon on commercial break. Also on commercial break, there's contact between Ryan Reed and Justin Marks. Yes, that Justin Marks. Ty Dillon will take the win to start 2nd, while Allgaier 2nd gets him the last Dash for Cash spot from Heat 2 and will start 4th. Suarez will start 6th with his 3rd place finish. Now it's time for the main event kind of deal with 140 laps. Eric Jones and Ty Dillon will lead the field down to take the green flag.
Car on pit road. Green flag for our 140 lap main in the air at Richmond. Couple of guys trying to dive down toward the grass. Bubba Wallace, Brandon Jones, they sorted out. Eric Jones gets the jump off of turn 2.
Allgaier and Ty Dillon together again. They're 3 wide as they race toward turn 3.
They like each other today, don't they?
Still a long ways to go.
Good drive off the corner there for Justin. He's able to clear Dillon. That's a hard move to make. We hear these guys talking about having that forward drive off and having the car turn in the middle. His car did both there, and he grabbed that spot.
But right now is the time to do it. Like you said, this is the only time you're going to have drive off and turn at the same time as when you have new tires. That'll go away soon enough.
For position here, Elliott Sadler leaning on the 19 of Daniel Suarez. That's for 6th.
And behind him, Bubba Wallace got into Brendan Poole as Brad Keselowski looks on.
Some very interesting racing in the early laps as both Brendan Poole and Ty Dillon both drop multiple spots, and Elliott Sadler jumps up multiple spots, while Bubba Wallace and Brendan Poole make contact multiple times. Justin Marks had to start in the back due to unapproved repairs from the damage that he suffered during his heat race, but has already worked his way up to impressively take 14th in 8 laps. On lap 7, Josh Wise drops out of the race with a transmission failure, and on lap 12, Morgan Shepherd drops out of the race with suspension failure. They will finish 40th and 39th. Poole and Wallace continue to battle while Junior stalks Eric Jones for the lead. On lap 17, Carl Long drops out of the race with brakes. He will finish 38th. Leaders have already hit lap traffic in 15 laps as Junior has caught Eric Jones as he's able to pass him for the lead as the first lead change of the main has occurred. As Jones will also lose second to Allgaier and the lead for the Dash for Cash. Back from commercial break, Allgaier has closed the gap on Junior as Junior has to deal with lap traffic. Matt Tifft has actually been very impressive today so far as he's held his own inside the top 10. Also impressive has been a first-time starter, Cole Custer, who's gotten himself into the top 10. 60 laps into the race, Junior has been able to open the gap again on Allgaier as he has lapped up to 20th, as we have been caution-free so far. Ty Dillon and Derek Cope made contact, nearly causing a multi-car crash that would have involved Jeremy Clements and potentially Matt Tifft, while on commercial break. Elliott Sadler has also dropped outside the top 10. The first 3 of 4 Dash for Cash drivers are in the top 5, all right next to each other. By halfway through the race, Junior has now a 3-second lead on Allgaier, a 6-second lead on Jones, and the rest of the field. Another surprise today is J.J. Elliott, who's filling in for an ill David Starr, trying to pass Brendan Gaughan for 11th. Junior's lead continues to build as he is over 4 seconds ahead of Allgaier and 7 seconds ahead of Jones, that ultimately will become 8. He now has led the most laps as well. Green flag pit cycle begins with 44 laps to go, with mostly the lap cars. The leaders hit pit road with about 100 laps in the race, 40 laps to go. Ty Dillon, Elliott Sadler, Brendan Gaughan, Matt Tifft all pit for 4 tires, fuel, and adjustments. Allgaier then hits pit road, and then the race leader, Dale Jr. pits, as he has an almost 5-second lead. Keselowski assumes the lead and then pits a lap later. After the cycle, Allgaier gains about 3 seconds on Junior and Ty Dillon over 5 seconds. Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez battle for 5th. And with 30 to go, Jeff Green drops out of the race with brake issues as well. He will finish 37th. With 20 to go, Brendan Gaughan almost crashes as he gets loose and hits the outside wall, but is able to keep going, but dropped to multiple spots. Junior has now lapped up to 13th spot as he has led over 110 laps, as the race has ran green for over 120 laps. Obviously, it's the longest green flag run of the race. However, with 15 laps to go, the caution comes out for the first time today as Mike Harmon gets loose off turn 2 and gets some help from Eric Jones as he spins and hits the inside wall. Harmon will finish 36th. Almost the entire lead lap field hits pit road. Everyone except Brad Keselowski takes 4 tires. Keselowski gains 5 spots as Matt Tifft loses 2 spots on pit road. Keselowski obviously takes 2 tires. A slightly slow stop from Junior's team will have him restart 3rd instead of 2nd. Allgaier will start 2nd as he wins the race on pit road. Why? Because Brendan Poole does not pit on the caution as he stays out trying to win the race off track position. He will restart on old tires as he leads the field back to green with 7 to go. Brad on right side tires, but on the outside line. This surely should go well.
8th, Earnhardt Jr. restarting 3rd has dominated this race. Here we go.
And there goes Junior, right to the bottom. This is what he has to do. Oh.
Allgaier sideways off the corner. Can he save it? Contact with Jones. Second caution of the day. Wow.
What just happened?
I think Poole tried to shoot down in the corner on those older tires and made contact.
Three of our 4 drivers involved in the...
And there it is. The nuking is complete. The big one has occurred. Dale Jr. forces a 3-right scenario on the restart, causing Poole to basically become a weapon since he's on older tires. Poole goes up the racetrack into Allgaier, causing Allgaier to spin about 300 feet before spinning down directly into the path of both JGR cars of Matt Tifft and Eric Jones, as well as Poole, Keselowski, Blake Cook, Jeb Burton, Ross Chastain, Ryan Reed, Ryan Ellis, and Cole Custer are all involved. Getting caught up in the accident is 3 of the 4 Dash for Cash drivers, and 2 of the 3 were out of the damn race. And Poole is well out of contention with the damage at the point, leaving Ty Dillon to luck his ass right into a Dash for Cash win. For Allgaier, after having a car that would have been a contending car for the win, he will finish 35th. And after an unbelievably impressive run by a young Matt Tifft, running in the top 5, will finish 33rd. And for Eric Jones, who like his teammate was also a top 5 car and was good early on, will finish 34th. Poole will ultimately finish 10th. After being involved in the crash, Keselowski will also finish in 9th. After being under caution for 13 laps, yes 13, the green would finally come out for overtime as Dale Jr. leads Ty Dillon back to green.
This one, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Here we go from Richmond.
So Ty got the restart that he had to get right there. We'll see what happens in turn 1.
Oh, good corner by Dale Jr. He's able to clear Dillon.
Dale Jr. slides up into the race lead. And he's going to get back to the overtime line before we see the caution. This race is official. Dale Jr. off of turn 4. White flag in the air trying to deliver here at Richmond.
Ty Dillon said, isn't it official yet, Adam? I got a half a lap here to try to do something with Dale Jr.
He's dominated the afternoon. Never won in his own equipment. Junior with 3 career wins at Richmond. Last start here came in 2002.
Whoa.
He hasn't forgotten how to do it here. Dale Jr. wins at Richmond, $100,000 for Ty Dillon.
That's good stuff.
He gave him a shot there in the turn 3. He tried to get to him.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins at Richmond for the first time in almost 15 years and for the first time in the Xfinity Series since 2010. I'm sure a lot of you guys are thrilled. And Ty Dillon will finish second, thus winning the $100,000 Dash for Cash. Elliott Sadler will quietly take a third place finish, and despite being involved in the big one, 18-year-old Cole Costard comes back to finish in 6th. And that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this kind of look back on it. Do you have any more suggestions for the races I should cover, both NASCAR or IndyCar races? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next video.